Hi everybody, it's Miss Kathryn here with another STEAM activity for you today. Now sometimes we do STEM activities. STEM stands for science, technology, energy, and mathematics. Today we're adding an A in there and it becomes a STEAM activity because we're adding arts to it. So science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So what we're making today, and hopefully you stop by the library to pick up your miracle butterfly. So miracle butterflies is a really cool activity, and we're going to talk about what you're going to need. I'll pull my instructions out of my kit. Now the kits are available at the library if you haven't picked one up yet and you just kind of stumbled upon this video. We always do 2 STEAM activities or STEM activities a month, every couple weeks. We are going to do 2 more in April, and we're going to take a little break in May. We're hopefully going to do, cross your fingers, a little bit of in-house programming for summer reading. If not, we'll do some more STEAM and STEM activities virtually. We're going to give it a shot for the summer. Cross your fingers. But you can always pick the kits up. They're available a week before the tutorial airs, and you can keep an eye on all of our postings for this, and we put them up all over the library, and they are on our Facebook page. They're usually announced in the newspaper. They're on the chamber website calendar, so things to do. Look at community events and we should be there. So what you'll need for this is a piece of tag board or a thin cardboard. We used cardstock, which is thick paper. You'll need a pair of scissors. I have some assorted markers here. You can use markers or crayons or colored pencils, and 2 washers. So what you'll find in your packet is your instruction sheet. I'm going to turn the camera down now so you can see the table. You'll find your cardstock with your butterfly. Your butterfly is not colored. I pre-colored mine. You can see it there. Just for the aspect of time, we need to keep this shorter than it would be were we in-house doing this. So I've got my butterfly, and then these are washers. Washers are things that we use to hold things together. So this typically goes between whatever you're trying to hold together, whether it's metal or wood. This goes between a bolt and that piece that you're trying to hold together. It's like you put furniture together, you use a washer in between the bolt and the wood that you're putting together, or metal sometimes. So they're little, they have a bit of weight to them, and what we're doing today is we want to add weight to our butterfly so we can change its center of gravity. So gravity holds you down on the ground. That's why you don't float around like an astronaut. And gravity holds lots of things down. So my glue that you'll also need is not floating around. Gravity is holding it down. Its center of gravity is right in the middle. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that. What you're going to want to do is, I like to do this when I color my butterfly, is I take the black marker and I, draw out my design first. So what I really did here was I went around the butterfly's head, so it made a little round head for the butterfly. And then I made sure to draw out the body of the butterfly and give it some definition here, because if you look at butterflies in books or on the internet, on a computer or a phone or a tablet, you'll see that butterflies' bodies are dark. Their bodies, their legs, their antennae are dark, and the wings are usually extremely colorful. So you can color your butterfly any way you want. I created this design. You can do any design that you want. It's a really fun thing to do. And then I use crayons to color mine in. I have decided I'm just not a very good colorer. I don't color well. I stay in the lines, but I'm really bad at color choices. So this was my orange and yellow and black butterfly. You'll color yours any way you want to. And then I'm going to show you to cut around the big thick line on the outside. Okay. And we're going to cut this out. I'm going to show you a little trick I learned when I made the first one that is sitting at the library today on display. But I just cut outside that thick line and tried to leave it there. So I cut all the white off. So when I first did this, I first saw how to do this a long, long time ago. Actually, I was a kid when I found this. My dad found, I think we were at Geauga Lake, which is an amusement park in Ohio. And in a gift shop, he found these really cool seagulls. And they were made out of plastic, but their wings were weighted in such a way that it would balance on your fingertip, the seagull. And it would balance on, the edge of a glass, or, the end of your marker. You could just put that, and we all thought it was really amazing. None of us at the time discovered why that was so amazing. I'm sure some of us knew. I did not. I just thought it was really cool. What I discovered when I was making my butterfly was that I wanted its wings to be able to bend. And when I do that here, it's kind of awkward. But if you just have your adult, or if you're really good with scissors, cut just a little bit up around the body, not all the way through. Do not cut your wings off your butterfly. And then around the head, just a little bit. You're just making it easier for your wings to bend up and down. They're still attached. I just cut tiny little pieces, less than 1/2 inch. All right, but that gives my butterfly the ability. Now see, it doesn't work. He's not going to balance on my finger unless I put my finger in the center of his body. All right, but I want to put his head on the tip of my finger and have him balance, but it won't do that because the center of his gravity, this butterfly's gravity, is the center of its body. All right, this is true for all of us. That's why we stand on the ground and we don't float around in the air. That's where our center of gravity is. We can change that though. And what we're going to do is we're going to change where the weight of the butterfly is by using our washers. Okay, so once you have your butterfly cut out, and if you want to have the wings bend, that's great. You can make those little less than 1/2 inch cuts around the head and the body, the base of the body. But then we're going to put our washers on. Now, I'm using liquid glue. And the reason I'm doing that is because glue stick doesn't always hold things well or for very long. So I've got a little drop of glue and I'm going to run it around the outside of my washer there. And I'm going to put it right in the center of the edge of the wide edge, the top of the wing. All right, not the bottom. I want this wide edge at the top of the wing. I think liquid glue will hold this a little bit better than glue stick. If you only have glue stick, put a lot on, put it on, and let it dry. All right, and we're going to put that one there too. We want them to be about the same spot on these wings. The same distance away from the edge of the wing is very important as well. All right, we're going to let that dry for a couple of seconds. Hold it on. And you just want it to set up so that it doesn't fall off. We're not going to have, half hour here to spend waiting for our glue to dry. It would be really fun if we did. But I did want to show you at this point, I'm going to make sure there's no glue there so he sticks, my butterfly on the tip of my finger. He's just on the tip and he is balanced and he is floating, right? And I can do that with my marker. I'm gonna put him right on there and he stays. I'll show you like on the other end. See how, yeah, he's just on the tip of that marker and he just stays there. We've moved his center of gravity up. The weight here moves his center of gravity up to here. I can put him right there and he stays perfectly fine, but I can move him here because the weights are holding him down right there. If I turn him around and try and hold him on the bottom of his body, he falls right off. I can't hold him there. I can move, I put him all the way on my finger like that and he stays because his center of gravity is right here and it's being supported by my finger, but it's not on the back end because there's no weights back there. So he falls right off. I turn him around where his head is, where his weight and gravity is. The center of his gravity is now in his head. Pretty cool, right? So, yeah, I think we talked about that. Okay, that's pretty much it. This is an activity that I got from a really cool book that we have at the library. It is called Crafty Science by Jane Bell. If you're interested in doing more projects like this butterfly, or you'd like to make your own butterflies, the template that we got for this butterfly is in that book. You could make your own template too. But it's a really fun activity. It's really interesting to see how gravity holds us down depending on where our center of gravity is and the weight that we carry, how it holds us down. All right, guys, enjoy this activity. I really love this one. And the packets, again, as I said, are at the library. If you haven't picked one up, please come in and get one. We'll see you next time.